Hey, it's Marilyn Devonish here from transformationstm.com, and just a quick heads up that I am being interviewed today by the Mayor of Watford, and we're going to be talking about mental health and remote working. So, quick question for you. Do you have, and actually let me do that as well, just so you can see, just so you can have a look. So what I want to really know from you is, do you have any questions that you would like to ask about either of those two topics? If so, please definitely send me a message, send me an email, send me a DM. That would be absolutely amazing. So let's just see. Let me pull that up just so you can get a sense of what is coming up and what you're looking out for. But today we're going live at 2 p.m. UK GMT. So if you would like to join us live, the link is actually on my Facebook page already. I will reshare it. I'll also put it in the comments of this video. So click on that link. Hit the reminder button so that you're notified when we go live, because I know the social media world is very, very busy, but we're doing a live Q&A. And one of the reasons, I got an email from the mayor sort of inviting me to do the interview. Of course, I said yes. And it's a topic and a subject which is becoming ever more prevalent the longer we remain in lockdown, because I've heard a lot of people saying that this third lockdown has been even worse for them in terms of their mental health, in terms of their well-being, and also the whole piece around remote working is now a regular thing. Now, for me, this is going to sound outlandish when I've told people, they're like, oh my gosh, how did that happen? But in September 2019, I was doing my focus exercise for the year ahead. And I'd said to myself, what is the focus for 2020? Now, bear in mind, this is in September 2019. So 6 months before we went into lockdown, and a good 3 months before we'd even uttered the words COVID-19 pandemic and lockdown. The answer that I got from myself is that I should speak and write about flexible and remote working, which seemed like a complete curveball, because it's like, of all the things that could come to mind in terms of what I do, in terms of the coaching, the therapy, etc., that just seemed completely outlandish. Even though I've been a flexible working implementation consultant since 2003, it's not anything I'd ever publicly written about, spoken about, talked about. All of that happened behind closed doors, mainly working in central and local government. So it was just such a weird thing. I had no contacts, nothing. However, by October 2019, I had written my first magazine article about remote working, and started from there. And of course, we all know what unfolded. And I did an interview, I think it was this first one, I think the 6th of March. I definitely did one on the 13th of March, 2020. And I did an interview with BBC Radio 5 Live, and they were asking me about, how did I think it was going to play out? And I made some predictions on that show in terms of what I thought we'd see in terms of the cycle of remote working and how that was going to progress, and what the ups and downs and challenges of that would be, and also some of the positive things that would come from it. And also I said I predict that there is going to be a shift, a really big shift in the way that the world is working, and said all of that on the 6th and 13th of March 2020. That is exactly how it's played out to the letter. So the seismic shift that I talked about in terms of the way that people working, even though at the time I was saying it, people were probably listening to that radio interview and going, nah, that would never happen. That's exactly what's happened. So, it's going to be interesting to talk about some of those aspects today. And of course, the mental health, that's something I've been talking about for the past 20 years now, and recently also became a mental health first aid trainer, which means going into organizations to train their staff to have conversations and be what we call mental health first aiders. That means they can be first point of contact, just in the same way if you cut your hand at work and you might go and see the first aider who would clean it up and put a plaster on it for you. The mental health first aider in that first instance is the person who would then be able to at least hold that conversation, and they will signpost you to services. And there's an initiative happening in Watford at the moment where the plan is to train 1,000 mental health first aiders, so that first level 1 point of contact. And so there's a small group of us, I think it's 6 of us at the moment, that have been trained to be trainers so that we can now go out and train the level 1 first aiders. So we'll probably talk about some of that as well today with the mayor. It was an initiative that is in collaboration with Camelot. They're partly funding the project, and what that means is some of that training we're going to deliver it free of charge for charities and smaller organizations who don't have the budget. However, they really want to do something to improve the mental health and well-being of their staff. So that's all going to be coming up as well. We're rolling, the first trainings have just been put in the diary. So yeah, exciting times. There's going to be a lot to talk about. So if you have questions about remote working, it might be how can you be more productive? What are some of the things you can do if you've been climbing the walls, or you're in Groundhog Day and you feel like it's the same day over and over again, or if you find that work and home life are just blending into one, you can come and ask about that. And it may be there's something in particular you want to ask about. How do you maintain, improve your mental health and well-being? So please join us 2 p.m. today on the mayor's Facebook page. His name is Peter Taylor, elected mayor of Watford. And yeah, we would love to have you come join us. And you can also put your questions live into the Facebook live chat, and we'll take your questions from there as well. But if there's anything you want to ask, you can send me a DM. If you happen to be, let's say, watching this on YouTube, if I get a chance to put it up there, you can drop me an email. My email is marilyn@transformationstm.com. I'll spell that for those who might be listening rather than watching. It's Marilyn, Marilyn, at trans, TRANCE, F for Freddie, so FORMATIONS, TM as in trademark. So Marilyn@transformationstm.com. If you wanted to submit a question, but you've really got about an hour and a half to make sure you get those questions in so that I have a chance to see them. But this is the post that you're looking out for on my Facebook page. I've also put it on my LinkedIn page, and I've shared it on Twitter, and it will be absolutely wonderful to have you come and join us. And if you know anyone who has issues and challenges with regards to mental health or remote working, please share this video, invite them to come along and join us. That would be fantastic. So myself and Peter Taylor look forward to seeing you very soon. Thanks for watching.